What is your name?
Elizabeth Smith.
When were you born?
11/16/39.
Where were you born?
Rutherford, North Carolina.
How was school different when you went to school?
Well, for one thing, I walked to school, and today I think anything over a half a mile they'll be busing them. But back in those days, we walked.
Wow. Did you have to memorize any poems or songs in the school?
I don't remember if we had to memorize songs or... No, I don't think so.
Okay. What games did you play as a child?
Hopscotch, baseball, and hide and seek, and all those kind of things that everybody plays today. We did back then.
What chores did you have as a child?
Well, back in those days, I had to go to the spring and get water, okay, for the day. And at night, I had to get water in so that we would have, to wash dishes and to take a bath. We had to take a bath in a tub.
Wow.
Wow, and it wasn't a bathtub, it was a regular old tin tub. But it was nice.
Did you have indoor plumbing as a child?
No.
What presents did you get for Christmas?
Usually, always, I got the same thing. Every year, it was a coloring book and a box of crayons and a ball. Mm-hmm.
Did you remember a funny or interesting event that happened to you as a child?
I can remember a lot of things that happened to me as a child that was funny. Oh, gosh. My brother one time decided that we should take a swing up on a grapevine across a gully. We did, but I fell down the gully.
What was your first job? Describe what you did.
I worked in a factory when I was 16, and I folded T-shirts.
Did you go on vacations as a child? If so, where did you go?
We never went on vacation as a child. I think I was 16 when my first vacation was.
How is life different today than when you were younger?
Oh, it's a lot different, Back in the good old days, it wasn't so good. we all did things together, but it wasn't like today. Today you just do so much more than we did then because we didn't have it to do then.
Yeah.
There was nothing much to do except for walks on Sunday and riding the bicycles and, playing ball and things like that. And that was about the extent of our good old days.
What inventions do you remember as a child, and how did they change your life?
Can you read that again?
What inventions do you remember as a child, and how did they change your life?
Inventions? Like when things was being changed?
Like TV and...
Oh, well now, my mom and dad got electric in the house when I was 16, okay? We didn't have TV, so we got electric in the house when I was 16 years old, okay? That was a big thing for us, because then we got a washing machine. No, that was great. We got a washing machine. That was a biggie.
Do you remember any big national events like World War II, Pearl Harbor, and President Kennedy dying? What memories do you have of that time?
Well, I remember Pearl Harbor, okay? and I remember my oldest brother going off to war, and I remember when he came back, and I also remember when Kennedy got killed.
Yeah.
At that time, when Kennedy got killed, I was in North Carolina living with my brother, and I had at that time 3 children. Okay, so I remember when he got killed, and I remember that day very, very, to this day. I'll always remember it because everybody was crying, and it was a very sad day.
What was a big decision you made that changed your life?
A big decision that changed my life, I think. That's hard to describe, except for one thing. I moved from Pennsylvania to North Carolina, and the kids and I made a big decision. But we came back and moved to Texas, and that was another big decision.
Yeah.
And when we moved back to Pennsylvania, another big decision. But it was all for the best, because I think Pennsylvania was the best.
Mm-hmm. Would you prefer to grow up in the time period you did, or would you rather grow up today?
That's very hard to say, because most of us, the times we grew up in were hard times, but it taught us a lot. And today, the children don't seem to grab hold of the fact that so many, many, many things are here that's wonderful for them, and they're not grabbing hold of it. They should take hold of it and never, ever, ever decide to quit school.
Yeah.
That's important. It would have been so important to me if I could have afforded it back in those days, but I didn't have the opportunities that children have today. You have so much ahead of you. You really do.
Well, that's my last question.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions? Because you're 8 minutes. You still have a couple minutes left.
I don't have any more questions.
She don't have any more
Did
questions.
you thank her?
Thank you.
You're welcome, hon. And you should always take this to heart when somebody older than you talks to you, because it's very important.
Yeah.
And you may walk away and say, how important could it be? Well, it is very important, because they've lived it. And you know what? If I could have had that to do all over again, I would have done so much more, because it's very important. Live your life to the fullest. And I don't mean going out and getting drunk or doing drugs. That's for the birds.
Jumping off the cliff.
Oh, only if you got a good parachute. Right? Only if you got a good parachute. But life is so great, and in life is what you make it. Okay?
Okay, I think that's it.